Now, industry watchers and players in the oil and gas industry have thrown their weight behind the full deregulation of the oil and gas industry. They want the labor unions to soft pedal and constructively engage the federal government on all contending issues and focus on benefits for the common man on the streets. Blessed Omonose has details.
Deregulation is the removal or reduction of government regulation in a specific industry. The goals are to allow industries to operate the businesses more freely, making decisions efficiently, and remove corporate restrictions. Overall, the main objectives are to remove barriers to competition so that a particular industry can compete in the international market. The clamor for deregulation of the downstream oil and gas sector of the Nigerian economy has been on for long, and it now sounds like a broken record. At the moment, talks are ongoing to address the shortfalls that might fall out from the total deregulation of the sector. Some stakeholders in the oil and gas industry are of the view that deregulation of the downstream sector is a key component to grow the Nigerian economy in the area of job creation and foreign direct investments.
Labour has its role in a society like ours. I would not dispute that. Labour, in fact, they have a very fantastic role in a society like ours. But, we need to also understand that the role of Labour is not just to go on strike whenever there's a government policy that does not tally with their, No. The role of Labour is to look at issues. In fact, you can project that this issue that is coming up, it might end up this way, and this would be the effect on Nigerians. It is on the basis of that you would engage, the government. Deregulation is long overdue. We shouldn't be discussing it. It's like we're still discussing cattle, open grazing as against ranching, which is practiced all over the world.
For this former Secretary General, Ijaw National Council, the organized labor needs to shove their planned protests and work accordingly with the government to address all contending issues militating growth of the sector.
Labor union is in our present agenda is not on the side of Nigerians, and by that I mean this. Labor unions are supposed to have known that until we deregulate this sector, that we cannot reap the full benefits of this sector. By that I mean, don't forget that just in the last 3 years, Nigeria has spent about 10 trillion naira importing petroleum products. That simply means that we had imported poverty worth 10 trillion naira and exported wealth worth about 10 trillion naira.
As the deregulation of the downstream sector takes full effect, it is expected that both the organized labor and the government will reach a consensus that will ultimately benefit the generality of Nigerians. Blessed Omonose, TVC News, Lagos.